Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. This is the Maverick Road Race Classic in Grand Junction, Colorado. It happened the very next day after the Criterium, which I did pretty good in, but not quite as good. And we're picking up this race right in the middle. We're about an hour and a half into the race, and you see there's no one in front of me, and there's a good reason for that. It's because I got dropped by the lead group, and now I'm chasing. And so there's one guy on my wheel right now, and then basically the whole field just got shattered up this climb that I'll show you in a little bit. But you can see the group way up there. I'm not too far away, but it's just me and this guy, and we're trying our best to chase, and yeah, we're getting pretty destroyed here. There's probably about like 11, 12 people up the road, and then it's me and this guy, and then, like I said, just, shattered field behind us. I think there was probably 40 or so people who entered into this race, but one of the other big factors, though, was it's 22 degrees outside, freezing cold at the start. One of those mornings where you don't even want to get out of the car, but we did it, and it's actually kind of starting to warm up now. At this point in the race, it's probably around maybe 30 degrees, which, yeah, that's awesome. So, but before we get too far into things, let's look at some race stats. Duration of the race was 3 hours and 7 minutes. Distance 65.8 miles. Average speed 21 miles per hour. Elevation gain, that was the big kicker, is over 5,500 feet. And normalized power was 247, and average power was 205. I just really didn't have the legs this day, and I was also having a hard time just even getting my heart rate up. Like, the highest it ever got in the race was the really low 180s, which normally if I'm going all out, it's going to be getting into the high 190s. And so I knew, and even that morning, I had eaten a lot of food and stuff, but my stomach was growling. I felt really hungry. So I don't really know exactly what was going on, but, so going in, I was like, all right, well, hopefully I just don't get dropped. And then, sure enough, that's, kind of what happened here. But we're chasing, but you can see this is the wheel car passing us, and that's never a good sign. So I guess they gave up on our chase, but we're still going here. I'm we're coming kind of near the end of this whole long drag that's a kind of in this 3 to 5% range. And then we're going to get onto this downhill section. So I'm like, all right, maybe they're going to slow up. Maybe I'll have a chance to catch back on. And so I'm just kind of giving everything I got, and, kind of flicking through the other rider whenever my legs completely give out. But I'm definitely suffering. And when I got dropped, on that, like I said, I'll show you the actual climb here soon, but I was doing 370 watts, and and still got dropped pretty hard. So it was definitely tough. But yeah, I mean, you can probably hear I'm just breathing super hard. I'm trying to stay as close to this guy as possible, but end up kind of touching wheels with him right here. And yeah, I mean, we both kind of did that. We were just both on our limit completely. It was yeah, really tough, like I was saying. So and from the bottom of the main climb all the way to this downhill section here, I averaged 293 watts for roughly around 20 or so minutes, which isn't crazy high, but also it's pretty high to where I was hoping I would maybe be able to get back on. But while we continue to see me suffer going up this climb, I wanted to real quick shout out TPC, the sponsor of this video. If you don't know, TPC has tons of high quality certified pre-owned bikes for sale. They also even have a 30-day buyback guarantee if you don't end up liking the bike or it doesn't fit or whatever. So, and you can even trade in your current bike if you're looking to upgrade, and you can get either like a store credit or cash depending on what you prefer. They have some pretty sweet bikes available, like this Cervelo R5, so be sure to check them out. I've linked them down in the description. Fast forwarding a little bit, this is actually kind of the cool downhill section, well, kind of the beginning of it. This was a pretty fun part of the course. You can kind of see like really pretty area. Wish I could have enjoyed it more with it not being insanely cold outside. But skipping ahead a little bit further, this is kind of when the lead group is kind of out of sight, and you know, me and the other guy are kind of just like, well, probably not catching them. So yeah, so we end up kind of setting up here, and at this point I'm just like, I just thought everyone kind of just like quit and dropped because I didn't see anyone behind us. So I was just like, all right, well, I guess we'll just roll back to the finish, you know, because I wasn't gonna like ride solo the rest of the race. But turns out more people are still riding, and so we actually end up getting caught here. And it's actually a, you know, sizable group, so I'm like, all right, well, maybe we can, you know, work together, either catch back on or maybe get into the back end of the points, maybe, you know, catch some people that end up dropping from, you know, the lead pack. You know, so, you know, I'm just gonna kind of like slot in here and, you know, start rotating. This is now coming into the main feature climb here. And, you know, this one is pretty tough. Like, it's only like a few minutes, but it ends up getting, you know, up to that, you know, double digits. You know, I think it probably maxes out around like 12% or something like that. And you know, this was the big feature that ended up, you know, blowing up the field each time around. And so I'm kind of, you know, just not going too hard, not trying to like drop any of, you know, the people in my group, but still trying to keep the pace higher. So that, you know, for one, maybe we can catch the, you know, riders ahead, but also mainly I'm just like, my mindset at this point is just kind of like, all right, let's at least just get in a good workout, because even if we don't catch, you know, the riders ahead, even if we don't get any points, at least we're able to get in a good workout and, you know, apply that to future races. So that was kind of my mindset. We ended up, you know, kind of just rotating pretty good as a group and kind of just, you know, cut the pace up, but, you know, we ended up not really gaining on anyone. So let's skip to the last time up this climb and see how the last few miles of the race played out. All right, we're coming into the turn that leads onto the climb, and I kind of just wanted to position myself in the back of the group. And at this point, there's been more attrition, and it's just me, these three guys in front, and then a guy behind that ends up dropping even before the climb. I think he was suffering pretty good. So I just kind of want to stay behind these three guys. You know, like I've mentioned in previous videos, I'm mostly a sprinter. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe I can, you know, just stay behind them and see, or whoever, you know, takes off first, go chase him, rather than being the one to initiate things. So yeah, so I'm just sitting pretty comfortable here, and then we're kind of coming into this turn. And before this, you know, the other couple times up this climb, I was kind of like gapping people unintentionally. So I was like, I think I have the most legs out of this group, but I wasn't quite sure. You never really know. But I'm gonna pass this guy and then stay on this guy's wheel, trying to make sure, you know, the guy that's in the front doesn't go anywhere, and he starts pulling away, so I'm gonna kind of follow that, past that other guy. And So I'm gonna come up to his wheel and kind of just like, I'm also like looking back to kind of see like, all right, what's what's going on with the guys behind me. And he kind of slows down, and I still kind of have more legs. So I'm just gonna go around him. And then this other guy in front, he's in a different race, so don't mind him. But, you know, I was really unsure how I wanted to, you know, play out this, you know, last few miles, because it's a long stretch. You can see it's, you know, 3.5K, 2.3 miles from here into the finish. So it's, you know, kind of a long time to ride solo away from everyone. But it is kind of uphill the whole way. You know, obviously there's this extra steep section here. But then it goes into, you know, some flatter, you know, in that 3 to 5% range for the grade. But so right here, I'm kind of slowing down, and I'm kind of looking back and trying to judge, like, all right, are the guys behind me together? Are they going to try and work together to bring me back? Or should I just kind of like put the power down and commit to this move? And that's kind of what it ends up being. I'm looking back and I'm like, all right, they're kind of all splintered behind me. And so I'm going to put in some more effort here. And yeah, I'm just going to try and ride solo the rest of the way for the last couple miles into the finish. And if we kind of fast forward through this, so we don't need to see the full effort in real time, but I end up staying away. And for, you know, the main climb, that steep section, I was kind of around 330 watts. And then from the bottom of that climb to the finish line, which was about 9 minutes, you averaged 300 watts. So rolled in for 10th. Not too bad of a finish. Definitely wish I could have been in the main group. But, you know, that's how it goes. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Definitely subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. I'll probably be taking off next week from videos, but we'll be coming the week after that with some more road races and crits. Lots of stuff coming really soon. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.